Which doors do we like the best? The doors are mysterious enough to make us wonder if they can be an actual portal to some other globe, planet, or universe. Woah, magical as well as a little scary. In this video by Mystery Amuse, we'll be revealing the mysterious doors on our very blue planet Earth, claimed by some as the portals to other realms, other worlds. If you find the idea intriguing, then like this video, share and watch it with your gang, and subscribe to Mystery Amuse. Number 5. AMARNATH Cave. The legend goes that AMARNATH Cave is where the wife of the god Shiva, Parvati, was shown the universe's mysteries by him. Hindus enter the cave and kneel by the Shivalinga, a spectacular column of ice created by the freezing cave's drippy water. To respect this, caves are the focal point for countless stories of spiritual explorers reaching enlightened understanding and higher mental states. Hindu holy people who have dedicated their lives to spiritual ascension frequently withdraw into caves for months or even years at a time. They are said to be able to achieve such profound states of meditation as to enter altered states of consciousness, where some say they are creating a spiritual gateway to interact with divine beings. While the spiritual claims can be true, it's also important to consider the psychological symptoms in a setting like this. When alone in a dark cave, the absence of visual cues causes hallucinations because the brain starts to fill in the blanks. Many caves have a poor oxygen supply, which can also impair brain function and cause people to start having hallucinations. Number 4. ENVAITENET Island. Kenyan language, Almola's expression ENVAITENET means no return. According to local lore, no one ever returns from Kenya's ENVAITENET Island. In 1935, one English explorer, Vivian Fuchs, along with 5 other men, launched an expedition to the island. While he and the rest of the group waited on a continent next to the island, 2 of the team members, W.S. Tyson and W.R.H. Martin, were sent to the island. They would light their lamps every evening to communicate that they were okay, according to the team's scheme. Everything was good until the signal disappeared a few nights later. The team headed over and searched the island for the men, but they came up empty-handed. The 2 vanished without a trace, as though they were beaming to another dimension. The likelihood of people going missing on the island is true, given that the island is situated on Lake Turkana. It is home to some other dormant volcanoes. But this particular island has a distinctive appearance that suggests it is probably the remains of an ancient volcano. The island's crater may release invisible poisonous volcanic fumes and suffocate anyone who enters the pit. It's also possible that if unstable magma layers are turning below the surface may occasionally crack, swallowing anyone who steps on them before crumbling rocks and drying magma plug the hole back up, erasing the evidence. But it's hard to determine whether this is the cause without analyzing the crater pit's geological makeup. Number 3. Heaven's Gate. Shan, also known as Heaven's Gate Mountain, is located in the Hunan province of China. Local sources claim that in 263 CE, a massive cave within the mountain collapsed, leaving a 180 feet wide hole. Although the collapse of karst structures like this is fairly typical, many people think Shan was saved by supernatural intervention. According to local mythology, the opening is actually a portal between heaven and earth. According to the legend, one day, residents of Shan witnessed the cave crumbling as the rock gradually eroded away. 5 celestial clouds appeared, and Heaven's Gate was made visible when they split. The Jade Emperor's voice, who in Taoist religion is considered to be the first god in heaven, suddenly erupted from the sky, raining blessings onto the populace. The peak was then known as Heaven's Gate, and people have thought it to be some sort of supernatural gateway that links believers' minds to higher powers. Others consider it as a physical doorway. However, it is simple to understand how spiritually inclined people would find themselves slipping into an altered state of mind by the majestic sight before them when the sun is streaming its rays through the gaping of the mountain. Number 2. Gate of the Gods. This is in Peru's mountains, close to Lake Titicaca. The gigantic doorway-like shade etched into this rock century ago proves that local mystics have considered it a portal to another dimension for generations. Literal thinkers consider the building to be nothing more than an incomplete stone carving made by Incan Empire builders. But locals mention strange lights and people passing through the doorway. They tell how a golden disc fell from the sky and was captured by a priest king named Amaru Muru many years ago. Amurumuru is thought to have positioned the celestial disk inside the smaller rock cutout with a little circular compression in the center. He activated the door and called forth the cause, creating an interdimensional portal that would pass through it and never be seen again. Naturally, no data support this notion, and there are no written records of the engraving's creation. Locals still describe weird occurrences near the spot, nevertheless. So, are you willing to take a step in? Number 1. FOSSE DIONE. The FOSSE DIONE in Burgundy, France, spews 311 liters of water per second, yet its source has never been found. According to legend, it is a bottomless spring or has been a place of prayer and drinking water since the 7th century. In 1758, a ring of stone was built around the spring, giving it the unique appearance of an interdimensional portal. Indeed, given their non-linear shape, circles frequently retain a powerful mystical meaning in the eyes of spirituals, saying it represents the never-ending energy and expansion cycles, which open people's psyches nearby. Locals would gaze into the spring's depths in the 18th century, speculating about what might be below. Some even dared to jump in, but when they seemed to vanish without a trace. Locals claimed that the spring was either a gateway to another world, or that a huge serpent lurked at the bottom, feasting on victims. Only 4 persons have faced the FOSSE DIONE in the past 50 years, and only Pierre-Eric has survived. In 2019, the French diver could descend 230 feet, but he could not identify the source. Neither a serpent nor a gateway was the source of the water. Could it reach all the way to the interiors of uncharted worlds beneath the surface of the earth? If we look at the past, our forefathers would say even a zipper is a technology. To them, aren't we already living in a different sort of realm? Anyways, which of these portals would you most like to travel through? You guessed it right. Drop in the comments. Are you still watching? Then please like and share this video and support us to make more of such content by subscribing to Mystery Amuse.